Hey, y'all. I think we're live. Let me go see. Let's go check it out. We are live.
Hey,
oh crap.
Hey.
We gotta turn the Bluetooth off here. Sorry, I was down here listening to music and stuff. Making a mess. I'm trying to get stuff prepped, y'all. So let me set this phone up here. Let me get this drill out the way. Today I want to show you how to prep some base. Oh gosh, this table is hot this, y'all. I have swept this table off like 4 times today. Alright, so let's get this up here. I'm just going to give everybody a hot second to come in. I don't know if anybody will show up, but if you do, welcome. Hey Tina, hey girl, hi. I'm just sweeping up some of my mess here for the 12th time today. Let me just get that off there. There we go. Okay, get that back over here. So what I want to come on here and show you all today. Welcome Penny. Welcome. Rebecca, welcome. What I wanted to come on here, Wednesday night, we are going to do, I've done 2 wreaths for the masterclass. Here's the one we did last week. Let's show you that one real quick. Here's one we did last Wednesday. That's a big one. I think it's as big as me. But that's the one we did Wednesday. So, dang it, I got my chair too far out there. I thought this week we'd do a centerpiece. Okay, I thought we would do a centerpiece. And I'm going to show you how to prep 2 kinds of centerpieces, okay? Like a tablescape type centerpiece, and then one in a container, okay? I decided to come on and show you these basic steps just as a bonus, because it saves time in the class and on the lives. And that way, you can just go back and visit these videos and check them out whenever you want to, okay? Okay, so let's get started. I think people are hopping in here. Hey, Debbie. Welcome, Penny. Hey, Donna. What's up, girl? Hi. Mary Ann. Welcome. Okay, so this is galvanized. I got this one from, excuse me. I got my bracelet stuff. Jam's Designs and Supplies. She's online on Facebook and stuff. She has very good prices and stuff. Very good prices. But this is a, let's see. It's probably that's about a 16-inch galvanized metal. Oh, let me zoom in here so we can kind of see the side there. Look at it. Isn't that so pretty? Isn't that pretty? So we're going to step this, get that prepped for what we're going to do Wednesday, okay? That way we won't waste time. What I like to do, because I don't trust glue a whole lot, I like to take some sandpaper on the metal, and sorry this is going to sound horrible, guys, but I like to rough up that bottom. Okay, I like to rough up that bottom just to give it a little something to grip onto, you know what I'm saying? And that way, hopefully it's got something to hold on to. May help, may not. I like to think it helps. So we got our glue. I'm going to have to turn this up. I should have thought of that. I should have thought to turn this up. While we're waiting for this to heat up. So is everybody having fun in the masterclass? I hope so. Hopefully this is going to be, this is what we're going to do in here. Let's wait a hot second while that heats up just a little bit more. This is what we're going to be doing in here in this centerpiece. This is a cardinal I got from the Hobby Lobby. Okay, so this is going to be just a really cool cardinal. I do too, Rebecca. I lost my son. Tomorrow's his birthday. He'd been 28. I lost him back in 2017. So anyway, that's why I love to make the cardinals. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry. Let's get going. Let's concentrate. Okay, so we're going to get, let's shoot some glue down here. Okay. I'm going to shoot. You know what? I'm not right good with the glue pot. I just got this new glue gun, and I'm not super crazy about it, y'all. I am super not crazy about this. I really kind of like my Sherbonder better. Maybe need to turn it up more. I haven't learned it yet, so bear with me. Sorry about my little breakdown. Thank you, Tina. Thank you. You know, this is why I do this stuff, y'all, is to be forward, stay positive. You know, you got to have something to help move yourself forward, you know, out of that. And I like to share that with you all. That helps me, you know, that helps me. And if I can help someone else, then that's even a bonus. You know what I'm saying? That's a huge bonus. Well, I hope there's enough. I'm not sure I like this new glue gun, y'all. I'm not sure I like it. Maybe the tip's too fine. It came with different tips, so we'll try it for a hot second. Oh, man. I got this lid right in my glue pot. I think I'm going to come over here with some of this stuff. We're going to make a hot mess, guys. This is how I roll. There's no rhyme or reason. No, I'm not going to do that. I lied. All right, so what I do, I want to build this into my base. So I took out all kinds of scraps. Okay. And I'm going to place these down in here. Let's see, where's that other one I had? I'm going to place these down in here just to make it snug. Okay, we're just trying to make it kind of snug because we're going to have to build this up a little bit. And guys, if you got scrap, use scrap. If you got crack and gap, use that. Okay. Oh, I need to push that up. Dang it, now my glue dried. Yakking too much. Oh, now we're cooking with grease. I'm just saying. Now we're cooking with grease. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna stick that down there, and I'm just trying to snug it. Yeah. Back to the glue, y'all. Now it's heated up. I wasted my time on that cool glue. Okay. And then we're going to, let's see. I had another, oh, this piece, what I'm doing is stuffing it with all kinds of, this is the bottom that I'm trying to build up, guys. So I save every silly little piece of foam I cut off. You know why? Because guess what? It can be used. I'm just saying. Okay? It could be used. It can be used. So basically what we're doing now is just trying to fill this in to build up our base. Okay? Now I think, what else we need in here? A little triangle. Let's see if that fits in there. That'll work. Actually, this one will work over here. Actually, I don't need it over there. I need it right here. The bottom part doesn't need to be, your best bet's to use the, I like the gaps and cracks, or whatever you call it. I like that stuff. Because then you don't have to, you know. Hey, Shirley, welcome. Okay, so we got those in there. And then, like I said, I always save these little scrap pieces. Yeah, I can stuff these in here to make it tight like a toy guy. Let's see what else we got down here. I save everything, y'all. Look, I got all these loaves of bread. Here's one. Now, here we go. Sorry, see, I save everything. I save it all. Let's see if that fits in there. see when I have to cut that down. I save it all because you can just jam it in there in a pit. And this is why I wanted to show you the sloppy one. Just so you know that you can do this. It is possible. Okay. Let's see. Why did I have that in there? That it is possible. I'll cut a little bit of that off at bottom. Okay. So I'm just doing it right now on the bottom just for filler. Because I want to build this up. Okay. Because I don't have any of the foam gap stuff right now. So I'm just using up some of the stuff that I have. Okay. Anybody got any questions or anything? See how ugly that is? Isn't that a hot looking mess? I'm just saying, guys, don't worry about it. But wait. But wait. Okay. So now we're going to go in here with the piece I did cut to fit. Okay. And what I did was I got that off that's my what is it? Gapping cracks? I can't ever say it, guys. These are $14.99. These are like $15, and they're what are these? It's 2" by 12 by 36. You get the piece. Okay, so I cut this. I cut that piece. I think I've cut a few pieces off here, to be honest with you. But that's expensive. So the gaps and cracks actually works a little bit nicer because it's cheaper. And you know what, guys? You can film anything with it. You just have to be very careful. Maybe I should have done a class on that, because probably not me, because I'm very bad at it. I like to explode things with it. All right, so what we're going to do is take some little sticks right here. Oh, that's a good one. I want to use the thinner. Oh, I think I'm out of thinner. No, I'm not. I want to take some of these thinner dowel rods, or these little wood. I don't know if you can see that. Let me zoom in here. You see that? These little wood sticks and stuff. And we're going to use that. Let me just keep zooming in here so you can see. Is that a good view, y'all? Okay. Hey, Wreath. So what we're going to do, we want to poke this one down into this base because we want this to stick. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, gosh darn, I need a new glue stick already. What we're going to do is poke this right down in there. Okay, make a hole. I just touched the end of that. Oh, dang it. Ooh, that hurt. Right, skin. That's glue. And we're just going to put a little. Okay, now it's too dang hot. I went back and forth with this sucker. Alright, so we're going to let that one cool down. And we're going to stick it in the. We're going to stick it in the glue pot for this one, because I'll turn that up way too high just to fill that bottom of that thing. Like I said, I'm still learning that daggone glue gun. Okay, let's stick another one in here. And you don't really need to poke a hole in first. Okay, just sporadically place those in. And I like to pull it out and stick it back in. And that way that glue kind of gets down in there. Or you can use your glue gun and just put a little bit of glue down in there. Okay. So basically, I'm just trying to show you a little bit of mechanics today on how to prep something. I may not be so conventional. I make it up as I go. That usually works. So I like to pass those few little tips on to you all. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to cut these down to about, I'm going to let those dry. Stick one more in. I'll cut this one down. No, let's just stick it in. And when I cut them down, guys, I put them back in my thing because I'll save those, because you can use those. Okay, and I'm not sticking it all the way through. I'm definitely not sticking it all the way through. Okay. Let those dry. That one, ooh, that one's from that hot glue gun. Ooh, I'm gonna turn this one way back down. Yeah, we gotta learn that gun. That one is a different one. I'll spread that out just a little bit. Okay. So what we're doing here is just basically, and you're welcome, Tina. We're just basically making this so we can put it down in to what we've made right here, okay? And again, I know it ain't pretty, yo. I don't care. We're covering it up. It don't have to be pretty, okay? What's pretty is going to be what's going to be going on in it, okay? Don't worry about it being so perfect and neat. And whatever you scratch, I say, like I said, I save it all. So, okay, that one's still a little wet. I'll let that one dry. Where is my, I'm trying to get my rag here, get that off my finger. Okay, so I've been prepping bases. I haven't lost sight of what I want to do for y'all this week, kind of. But I've done 2 wreaths, so I really want to do a centerpiece for y'all. So, all right, I think these are ready. So what I'm going to do is take these, and I am going to snip these off. That foam's only about 2 inches, so I'm going to snip it down about 2 inches. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Save those sticks. You can keep on using them, y'all. Alright, so these go right back in my thing. And I've got more for later. Okay. So we got this funness going on right here. So what we're going to do, I think this glue gun's doing well now. Oh yeah, that's better. Oops. And we're just going to glue around the dowels. Okay. Just glue around those. Spread some glue all over here. I'm not a huge fan of this gun. It takes too much strength that my hand does not have. I might have to invest in a different one. But it is what it is for now. Okay, so now we're just going to stick this straight down in there. Okay. Hey, Angie, welcome. Okay, so it's kind of glued. And now we've got our base. And again, guys, it still doesn't look pretty from the side or anything. But guess what? We're not going to see any of this by the time we're done, okay? All right. So now, this is the thing we're going to put in our wreath, okay? I think it's still too low because we're going to build up florals. So I think I'm going to take this little round here, and we're going to put him up on a little pedestal, okay? So let's see. I put my sticks away too quick, y'all. So let's just grab a stick real quick. And let's just glue this. Whoops. Let's just glue this in here. So poke 3 holes in there with the glue. Okay. Stick that down in there. A little more in there. Okay. Stick these down in there. Ooh. Glue string, y'all. Let's let this dry a hot second. Okay. And I don't look like I know what I'm doing a lot of times, guys, but this is my way of mechanics. I always figure it out, so that's how I like to teach it. Guys, where there's a will, there's a way. It don't have to be conventional. It don't have to be crazy, you know, super neat or nothing, because Lord knows I'm not super neat. I'm just saying. I just figured it out and move forward, y'all. I figured it out and move forward. So we got this nice and stuffed. I don't know. I think I need to wobble a little bit. So I think I'm gonna stab a dang stick in there. Heck yeah. And then we're just gonna pound one back in here. Just to hold it and cut it off. Okay, looks good. It's gonna be, hey Lynette, how are you? Hey Christy, welcome, y'all. Sorry if I missed anybody. I'm starting to itch from all this glitter down here, y'all. I've been cleaning down here and rearranging. I got a new camera view I think I'm gonna do, and then I got it all set up, and then I'm like, well, then you're not gonna be able to see what I'm doing here today. So I had to kind of go back to my old style camera view. But I got my easel, my table easel fixed, and hopefully I'll be able to do a little bit closer one-on-ones with that. Oh, well, thank you, Tina. That's so sweet. All right, so I think I want my cardinal right in there. So I'm gonna look down, make sure I kind of got it centered, and put that. I hope that's where I want it. Better look at it. Yes, and then that gives his tail a little bit of room to sit off that back of the sleigh. Let me turn this around without losing my cardinal. So you see what I'm talking about? It kind of gives that. Maybe I should have put that up further. It kind of gives, by the time we get this in here, it's going to leave this tail coming off this back end side, and we're going to build around here. Actually, we're going to angle him a little bit. I'm sorry. We're going to angle him a little bit. So that's kind of what we're going to do Wednesday, okay? And I got this at the Hobby Lobby, okay? And so we got that base prepped. And to do this, guys, we're going to grab him by the tail because we got to attach him now, right? I'm just saying. We screwed one hole in here. And we're going to screw another one in, and we're going to pray to sweet little baby Jesus that we don't crack this thing. You need a drill bit with a point. It's almost like a, and you just go slow, yo. I think my drill is going to die. It's very easy. Okay, we're in. Lock Flynn. Our drill didn't die. That's amazing. Okay. And again, we're going to use our dowels. Let's see, we might use the thicker ones, but yeah, I'm not going to be able to use those, y'all. I hope these fit. Let's grab out some more. These I'll probably use the whole thing, because if I glue these, they're going to stick back in. You know what I'm saying? They're going to stick way back. You might cut them down depending. Come on, get in there. You can do it all night long. Come on. Gosh. Let's go to the pointy side. I'll figure it out. So see where it stops? I want them pushed in until they stop on this one. Because if I just glue them in there, they're just going to come right back out. So I want them all the way in till they stop. Ow, like that. Okay? And then I'm going to glue them. I'll glue around the outside edge. This is going to give our cardinal something to grab into, like that bone. Okay? This is how we're going to attach our cardinal. Okay? Very simple. So we'll let him hang upside down for a hot second and let that dry. Is everybody learning something today? I hope so. What I hope you learn from me is you don't have to be so conventional. You don't have to be so perfect. Where there's a will, there's a way. And you can figure it out. And that's why I like to show. I might not be super neat. I might not be... oh my gosh, I got this hat on. I didn't even know I had a winter hat on. What am I trying to say? I may not be like super neat or whatever. I like to be real and transparent and show you that, hey, you can figure it out, okay? You can figure anything out. Just practice, try, figure it out. That's how I learned, okay? That's how I've learned. That's exactly how I have learned. All right, so we're going to put this in here. Actually, I'm not going to put him in here. We're going to do that on Wednesday. I wish I wouldn't have put that on there. All right, because I wanted to show you how I'm going to paint this. Oh, dang it, Bobby. Let's do this. Okay. See, guys? I'm telling you, when there's a will, there's a way. All right, so let me... Oh, we got a good view. Okay. So, he's all red, okay? I want to make him a little bit... And I have to do this today because it won't dry by Wednesday. Or, I can't do it on live Wednesday. So, I get this stuff that's called glitter snow. Let me zoom in here. I don't know if you can see it. It's called glitter snow. Okay? And it looks like a whipped cream kind of stuff. It's got glitter in it and whatnot. It's kind of fluffy and stuff, but it's a paint, and you can make like snow around stuff. So I don't want him all red. I want some snow on him. So again, I'm gonna pray to sweet baby Jesus I don't jack this up. So we're just gonna add some snow like to his head, and I'm just using a chip brush. Or whatever you call them. You get those real cheap. And you just kind of pounce it on. Just kind of making it look like snow, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Just kind of like that. So see? Look at his little head. Looks like he got some snow on him. Whoops. Alright. I want that one to come up a little bit. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but isn't that cool? Now he's got a little bit of snow coming off his head. So now I want to do a little bit around his wings. Like, yeah, I'm thinking here, guys. I'm not no perfect artist here. But I just kind of want to dop it around, like on his wings and stuff. You know? Kind of give it a feeling of, well, I need a baby wipe. I'm going to check that up. I just want to kind of give it a feeling of snow that have fallen down on this little guy. Oops. And baby wipes are awesome, y'all. Well, except on this stuff. That's all right. That's okay. I think I'm just going to kind of blot it down. We got it there. I just want him kind of looking like the snow has kissed him. You know, I think I'll do it a little bit thicker on the cheeks. A little bit thicker on the cheek. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love that. Holy crap, I like that. A little thicker on the cheeks. Isn't that cute? Let's do a little bit on his nose. Oh my goodness. Look at that, guys. Isn't this fun? That's super fun. So I'll just kind of add some of this on here. Okay. kind of all over. Kind of down his back. Like I said, I don't want him just being just red. You know what I'm saying? I'll get his belly a little bit. Get his belly a little bit. I'm just going to brush this a little bit. Okay. Alright. Oh, he's perfect. Now I'm just going to go down his tail. Gotta have his tail. His tail's going to hold some snow, right? I love this stuff, guys. Y'all check it out. And it doesn't take a lot. Okay? It really doesn't. Okay. Now I think I want to add a little bit more glitter. I'm just saying. I know, right? And that's so awesome. It just breaks it up. So I think I want to add some of this glitter to him as well. Let's see. Why not, guys? Go big or go home. I'm going to glitter now. So we're going to add some of this to the top. So bring out the paper. And add this glitter all over. Hopefully, you know, it'll stick. It'll stick where it needs to stick. Okay, we're just glittering that on there. Make sure I got everything. I think it's good. So that's that. So that's how we prepped this little guy. I'm going to set him over here to dry till Wednesday. Stay. All right, so let's do another base. I've got another thing I'm going to make this year. I made one last year. It's all white and red. Oh, I totally missed that. I totally missed that. I don't have any parchment paper, so I'm trying to use this paper. It doesn't work. Doesn't work quite the same, you know. So we're just gonna dust that off into the garbage. It wasn't that much, so let's get rid of that, and then I'll show you this other base real quick. Okay, you can use your foam for a base as well. Okay, let me go get the things I'm gonna do with this, and I'll show you how. Actually, I should probably go get the one I made. I don't know if I'll do this one in the group. I don't know, because I still have a swag I want to make you guys. So let me pull out all this stuff. Okay, that. I don't have all the stuff out here, but I can at least give you kind of an idea of what we're going to be doing. Hey, Darlene, how are you, girl? Hey. Well, thank you very much, Christy. Hey, how are you, Gabe? All right, so this one's going to be, I made one of these last year, and I made it for myself, and it sold. I was like, oh, it's listed everything. That thing sold like crazy. It just sold right away, so I had to make myself one. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put him in this. Okay, I'm going to show you how to prep. Oh, you can see. I get confused between my phone and my camera. Then we're going to do, let's see, which way does he go? Which way does he go? I guess it don't matter. I guess it doesn't matter. Sorry, I'm trying to look from backwards. So we're going to kind of do something simple like this. Okay, and then I got all kinds of greenery. And, oh shoot, where did the cardinals go? Oh, here they are. all kinds of greenery. And again, I've got some cardinals that we're probably going to put in here. Oh, do you remember that, Tina? I know, it was so gorgeous. I'm going to make another one, but I'm going to do it a little bit different. And then I'm going to have another, some florals or something coming out. But tonight, we're just going to basically do the base prep. And this one's going to be a little bit different from last year's. Let's see, what else do I need here? I think I got everything. I think I've got everything. Okay, so let's get started on this. This one's going to be, shoot, get that one out of the way. This one's going to be probably, there we go, messy. This one's probably going to be about, almost about 17 inches, okay? Again, you can get this at any of the floral stores, okay? It's just 2 inches of foam, okay? Well, thank you. You wanted that one. I knew it sold right away. I was like, oh, that was supposed to be mine. Kinda. Let me go get my substitute because I couldn't find another Santa Claus. So I had to substitute for an angel. Oh, please. So this is mine. And Dawn, God bless her heart, I couldn't find another snowman. So I had to put an angel in there. This is kind of what we did. It's got the crystal trees and stuff. The one I made had lights in it, but for mine, I put it up high on my alcove, so I didn't put the lights in mine because I put the lights in the crystal trees, so it lit up. But this is basically kind of what we're going to do. Then Dawn sent me a snowman after I had it way up there. So I'm going to take this off, put the snowman. I actually might keep the angel. That means more. That means more. But anyway, that's kind of what I'm doing here. But this one won't be quite so big. It won't be quite so big. Okay. So let me show you how I prep that. Okay. So we got this. It doesn't have to be perfectly, it doesn't have to be perfectly square. Okay. And what we're going to use is some of this over there. We're going to use some of this batting. Okay. So we're going to cut a piece of this batting off. How's this? I can't remember how. I haven't used this since last year. I can't remember how this. Oh, it's kind of rolled. So we're just going to kind of unroll some. Okay. I'm just going to kind of unroll it. Doesn't have to be pretty again, guys. I'm just saying. And we're going to cut some off. And we're just going to start adding it to our design. We're just making a base. We're making the snow base right now. Okay. I cut way too much off. Let's pull that piece off there. Okay, so I'm just going to put this to the side. And what I want to do is use some of the spray foam. Spray adhesive. I didn't use that last year, but I got some, so I'm going to do it. And I'm just going to spray a little bit of spray adhesive on here. Just around the sides. Ooh, it stinks. Don't do this in your house, guys. That was really stupid of me to be doing this right in front of you, but whatever. Alright, so we're just going to spread this out, guys. Okay? Like I said, it doesn't have to be pretty. We're making snow. Okay? We're going to spread it out. along here. Okay, we'll probably add a little bit more, but we just want to cover. We just want our first little bit of cover on here. Okay, that's all we want. Spread it, pick it. That's why I like this stuff. This one we might just pull back on there a little bit. And we're also going to use some of these picks, guys. You'll want to use a little bit of picks with this. Your little U-picks, you definitely want to use some of those. Okay. I'm just going to dab a little bit of glue in there and just pin. Pliers. Ever get those in there? Okay. And then you can start pulling this. Okay. That's what I like about it, is because you can start pulling it and make it look like, whew. Okay, get some of the stuff. I'm just saying, get some of the stuff. You can always come back and watch a replay, guys. I just want to come on here and if anybody be on or not, but I decided to come and prep and just give you a couple little things I need to get done. I thought I'd do it on here for you all. Oh, dang. There we go. My hands are so weak. Oh, it's not funny. Okay. And again, you can, if you get it on there, you can kind of pull it apart. You see what I'm doing here? I'm just making a snow, like a little snowy scape. Oops. Little snowy scape. And we'll probably put a couple up in here. I'm not going to glue those. Okay. So we've got that adhesive. This looks like it needs a little more right here. So we're going to backtrack with that. And the good thing about this is you can just spread it. You know, you can pull it apart and spread that. And just make it look like snow chips and stuff. I think we need a little bit more around here. We might have to fix that. Okay, we might have to fix that side. Okay. Sleeves won't stay up. How did I attach the Santa? Again, if you just saw me drill into that that cardinal, I drilled into his feet and added the thicker dowels. Is what I did. And I left them long so they didn't just, you know. I did the same thing like I did in the cardinal and left those long so that they don't just, you know. But I'll probably do that on a live. I don't know if I'll do that one in the group. I really don't. I'll probably do that in one of my own lives on my page. If you haven't followed me, y'all, and follow AC Inspired Wreaths. That's my business page. And come watch me over there. I might go live later today. I don't know. Last weekend it was a hot mess. I hadn't been live on my own page for a while. So my Mevo wasn't hooked up to connect correctly. And oh my goodness, it was a nightmare. So see how this, again, guys, it doesn't have to be super pretty. We just want it to look like snow. You know what I'm saying? Just want it to look like snow. Okay. That's all we're going for here. Let's see. We need some more down here. Okay. Oops. Zip ties in there. All kinds of stuff in there, you know. I'm just going to pinch that into that corner. Okay. I think we're kind of good. I think we're kind of good all over. We might need a little piece over here. That's the funness about this, guys. You could just take a piece off. Pinch that in there. Okay. I know this looks like a hot mess, guys. You're like, what's she doing? I don't know. Oh, goodness. Let's see. We got, oh, yeah. So, we got this. We need some over here. So, we're going to stretch this out. Guys, this stuff is so, you'll get a ton of, this stuff goes a long way, y'all. So, we're just going to stretch this, cut it out. Okay. So, basically, we're just making snow. And then we're going to put some of that fun glitter. I'm going to show you how to put that fun glitter on here. That's the best part, y'all. Is Dib's fun glitter. That Frankenbluth glitter. Okay. And you don't have to have that glitter. You can use regular glitter, the chunky glitter, and you're fine. Okay. I know I didn't include those. I don't think it's getting to the point where it's really necessary. I do think, what do I got left? I got a little piece right here. It's looking a little thin around this front. So I'm going to take this and kind of stretch it out. Okay. Because I don't want that green, you know, particularly showing. It probably won't once we get our greenery in here and stuff, y'all. But I don't want it to show. Share, Bear. Oh my goodness. What's going on, girl? Hey. I'm playing with fuzz. I'm playing with some fuzz today. We're playing with snow. We're making a snow base. That's kind of what we're doing. For a centerpiece that I'll be doing. I was just trying to show them how to prep some centerpieces. We prepped this cardinal. Look at that. That's from Hobby Lobby. We painted and sparkled his little honey up. And we, oh, dang it, Bonnie. Stay upright. And then we prepped get this fuzz out the way. I don't know what I did with my base. Well, let me show y'all where I'm going with this. I lost my sled. Oh, it's over on the floor. But this is what we're prepping. I'm showing how to prep bases, okay? Because we're going to go in here with this whiteness, a little bit of red, and some cardinals and stuff, and some florals. And the only red's going to be the cardinals and some of the, maybe some poinsettias and stuff like that. So we're kind of going here with this. But that's what we're doing right now. We're prepping. I'm just showing how to prep bases. That's all. Put that stuff back up. And it's not stuff I might be doing. I'm running out of time. But anyway, we're doing the Cardinal Wednesday. So, yeah. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how to get that snow. Oh, dang it, mommy. All kinds of crap on here from the tree. So, now I just want to kind of pick it. Make it look more like snow. Okay. I want to make it look like swirly snow. You know what I'm talking about? So now we fluffed it up. Make it look a little swirly. Peaky and stuff. Okay. So we got all nice and fluffy. And here's our base. Okay. Looks like a big giant fluffy pillow, whatever. Okay. Now it's the fun stuff. So we got this fun glitter, this Frankenbluth glitter. That's going to make it look like sparkling snow, y'all. Okay, this is what's going to make it look like sparkling snow. I'm just trying to adjust this to make sure I got it where I want it. Peeking and pooping. I think I might need to pick over here. Or you can. There we go. Alright, so again, I'm going to spray this. I shouldn't be spraying this right here in front of myself. You know what? I'm going to get that paper. This is paper. Because I don't want this all over my table. You know what? I'm going to grab another piece, y'all. I don't want that glue all over my table. grab another piece of paper. So, I don't want that all over my table. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so now we're going to take this. And this side's not looking super perfect. Alright, so now what we're going to do is just spray this with this. This is Gorilla Spray Adhesive Heavy Duty. Okay, I'm just going to spray this all over here. All over this thing. Phew. That was stinking. Okay. Ew. Lord have mercy. And then we're going to take this. We're going to let it sit for a hot second. We'll let it kind of set up. Okay. We'll just let that. Dang. Got all up underneath my fingernail. I did. Got all up in my fingernails. Ew. Okay, now we're going to sprinkle some of this beautiful glitter on here, guys. And we're just going to pour it on. Rub it on the sides. Okay. Now it's going to really start looking like snow. Glistening. Flipping snow. Okay. So we're not wasting this, guys. We're going to be scooping this stuff back up and putting it back in this bag. It doesn't take a whole lot. Okay. Doesn't take a whole lot. Okay. Just making sure we get this all over here. Not pretty stuff. This stuff is to die for, y'all. Okay. Open that back up. We're saving this stuff, y'all. We are saving every ounce we can. I'm just going to kind of shake off I can. Okay. See, look at our snowy, glittery base we got going on. Doesn't that look just like snow and stuff? So it'll be perfect for when we go and do our tablescape. It'll be absolutely perfect. Okay. I think I need, just making sure I don't need some more somewhere. Like maybe I do right here. Okay. This is for a few more pieces over here. We got a price tag in there. Okay. So here's our base. Okay. So we got this nice, fun, snowy base. And let me clean this up and I'll show you what we did today, what we prepped today. Lord have mercy. I gotta make sure it's saved. Save this stuff. This is priceless. Don't spill it, Susan. We've got to save the extra of this. Okay. Pouring that back in the bag. Okay. And I'm going to go back with this one. Guys, I got to save this. This was a gift from Deb. I've got to treasure this stuff. Okay, we got all that up there we can get. And then I will show you what we did today. Okay, hey Carolyn, how are you? I know, isn't the snowy look? I mean, it looks super cool. I mean, I know it just looks like a piece of foam with some fluff on it. I know, it just looks like foam and fluff, but once it dries and everything, it just glistens and looks like snow. And then once you get your snowman on here and your tree and all your other elements of greenery, it's not going to look like just foam anymore, guys. This is just a base. I just wanted to come on here and show you how I prep some bases. Okay, and here is our, I don't think he's dry yet, so I'm not going to take him off this foam. Yeah, I will just hold it. But here's our cardinal we prepped that we're going to put in here for Wednesday's class. That's from Hobby Lobby. We painted and glistened and put some snow glitter on there and stuff. So he's going to be super cool. So yeah, that's going to be Wednesday's project. That one you probably have to come on my own live on AC Inspired Wreaths to watch that one. And we got some cool ribbon to go with this one. We got this one and maybe this one. We might just use one, you know. I don't know. I'm not worried about that right now. But we'll build the florals out and everything out of this. And it should be super cool. So, can't wait till Wednesday to show you this. Thank y'all for hanging out with me today for just a little base prep class. I just wanted, you know, I was going to do it, so I thought I'd come on here and just show y'all. So, I'll give you a little bonus. Alright, guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I might go live later on my own page, AC Inspired Wreaths. I don't know. I've made a hot mess down here today, so I don't know. So, anyway, you guys. Oh, thanks, Darlene. Thanks, Tina. Thank y'all. Anyways, if I see you on later, I will see you on later. So, check me out if I'm on later. I'll put out notifications. So, oh, thank you, Carrie. That's sweet. You know, I'm going to do it anyway. I might come on here and have some fun with y'all. So, that's what I'm talking about. Why not? Right? It's an extra little bonus. Alright, guys. I will see you later. As always, laughing up with a half full cup. With all black clouds, find the sun, and above all, be kind. And maybe I'll see you guys later. Bye, y'all.